Hello everyone, tweaking some settings here. There we go. So welcome. I'm on the Hunter currently. Welcome to patch 9.2 data mining that's been going on. Wildhead's been, I think, just finished that up not too long ago. So we're going to talk here about what they data mine, specifically the tier sets. So we're going to talk about Monk and Hunter in this. So I'm going to go ahead and touch on both of those here. So we're going to start with Monk because that is my main. That is what most of this channel is focused on. So we're going to be looking at that, and let's talk about the Brewmaster set. So the two-piece bonus targets ignited by Breath of Fire deal an additional 4% less damage to you. So that is a 9% damage reduction overall. That's good for defensive purposes. It's very vanilla, but it'll be a decent little defensive bonus. People think that this might give credence to things like Spitfire, but I don't think it will. It's not going to change your talent build at all. And then the 4-piece bonus, Breath of Fire, empowers your next Tiger Palm or Blackout Kick, increasing shuffle duration or brew cooldown reduction by 100%. This is complete, hot, useless garbage. So shuffle duration doesn't matter because you have shuffle up 100% of the time anyways between Keg Smash, Spinning Crane Kick, and Blackout Kick being used all the time anyways. So getting extra shuffle duration does nothing. And brew cooldown reduction, people have done the math. Basically, you would get one extra Celestial Brew every anywhere between 5 to 8 minutes is what people are calculating right now. So like literally in any raid fight, you get maybe one additional Celestial Brew. And then in Mythic Plus, you get, anywhere between 5 to 8 additional Celestial Brews, and depending on what dungeon you're doing, like in DOS, it's just 40 minutes. You'll get, if it's 8 minutes, you'll get 5 extra brews. Like 5 brews in 40 minutes is ridiculously poor. All right. So yeah, this one I think is going to need to be changed because it's really bad. All right. Essence Font Residual Healing lasts additional 2 seconds for the Mistweaver 2 set bonus. This is it's meh. I don't really see how this is going to be overall effective. Just because Essence Font's ability that if you're using Ancient Teachings, you basically press it on cooldown. If you're using like Tear of Morning, you're only pressing it if you need AoE healing. Like you don't press it otherwise. You can just get more, like if you are on the move and need AoE healing. Otherwise, you're better off just Vivify cleaving because Tear of Morning empowers that to make it almost as good as Essence Font. So this is going to be, it's a throughput bonus for a spec that doesn't need throughput. Right, the 4-piece, Drinking Thunder Focus Tea summons a Progenitor Rune of Healing, increasing all healing dealt while inside it bounds by 123. So this is a positional requirement item. I don't like this at all either. Thunder Focus, you are drinking a lot, so it is every 30 seconds, and you're using it on, Rising Sun Kick, Renewing Mist, or Vivify most of the time. So I just don't see the value in this. I just don't. So these are both very underwhelming. I really wish they would have done something like Life Cocoon gives a DR, or Revival gives a DR, or add something to where, like, you get damage reduction or some sort of interesting utility. And not just healing throughput for the spec that does the most healing throughput in the game right now. For the Windwalker tier set bonuses, increase Fist of Fury damage by 40%. This will be pretty good. Fist of Fury's a much better ability now than it was 2 patches ago. So increasing its damage is pretty good. And then after 10 offensive abilities, your next 3 offensive abilities deal an additional 22% damage. As of right now, you can obviously see Dance of Chi-Ji stacking on this, especially if you get a Dance of Chi-Ji proc and then you use this on one of the 3 offensive abilities. That's buku damage. So I think the Windwalker ones are pretty good. I get the feeling more and more based off the set bonuses and everything else that we're seeing that the Dance of Chi-Ji talent is going to be ethered still in the 9.2 class changes when they start announcing those. Alright, let's move on to Hunter, which is the only other class that I'm playing right now. And we're going to start with Beast Mastery, my primary spec. Killing Frenzy is the name of the bonuses. Your kill command critical strike chances increase by 15% for each stack of Frenzy your pet has. If that stacks additively, that's 45% additional crit on kill command, which is, let me see, how big of damage is kill command? So yeah, kill command was 5% of my damage on my core hound, because that's my main pet. So, And then kill command critical hits increase the damage and cooldown reduction of your next Cobra shot by 40%. So Cobra shot does reduce the cooldown of kill command by 1 second. So this is a set bonus that's putting a ton into kill command and trying to make kill command as beefy as possible. The question is, does Killer Instinct become a potential talent choice here? I think that there's a good chance that it might. So that's going to be interesting. For Marksmanship Hunter, Trick Shots now also increases the damage of the affected shot by 30%. And then also spending 80 focus grants you 2 charges of Trick Shots. So basically that's 2 auto shots and arcane shot. So like you aim shot, arcane shot, aim shot. That's going to be your 3. That's your 80 focus. And then you get 2 charges of Trick Shots. Hello? You get 2 charges of Trick Shots, and then those shots, you then aim shot or rapid fire, because those are going to be 30% stronger. So this has both single target and AoE benefit. So this is actually, I think, really good, and based off this, I get the feeling that Marksmanship Hunter is going to become the very clear spec of choice. There's arguments for Beast Mastery right now, but I don't think that's going to be the case come next patch, if these stay the same. And Survival are going to be Tony Stark blowing up the desert. Basically, it's going to make Wildfire Bomb do a shitload more damage, and it's going to make Wildfire Bomb do like 90% of your total damage. That's just my very uneducated estimate. So, Survival has a chance to be the absolute best Mythic plus melee, just talking from a pure damage standpoint. You'll still probably see a lot of you're still going to see a lot of rogues and things like that just because the utility is there. But if you're just looking like, hey, the best way to do this is to just completely like nuke, then yeah, you're gonna be so I'm just gonna pop out right here. So like, it's gonna be a situation where if your goal is, okay, we've got most of our utility covered in 2 DPS, so we have our time warp in the mage, we have
Excuse me? Hello, over here in the shadows. I could use your assistance. Please do hurry. I cannot enter the light without my cloak.
So it's gonna be a situation where like you have your stuff covered in terms of you have your things covered in mage and in like say mage and rogue, and you need like another you just need damage at this point. Like your goal is to just do damage. Like Survival Hunter might legitimately
until next time
become the best one for that.
I will need my cloak before we head into the light. Much better. Though it does.
How are you this evening?
Now, come along.
I'm okay.
I will show
Put
you
in
how to
for
locate
another position at work.
fragments. The only thing this wretched light is good for is making the fragments.
I've kind of decided if I get passed over for it again, then
buried in the
this
ash.
place is basically a dead-end job, so it's time to find somewhere else.
That's fair.
Because this will be like
To
the 4th time I've
untrained
applied
all
for
mirror
it,
shards look identical.
and the
But
last
I can
time the
tell
person they
by the
picked, I
glint
think,
alone
was
where
way
that
less
shard
qualified
came
than me.
from. Mirrors are a magical network. of
But
force.
the person that made that decision was
Travel
fired like a
between
month
them is
later, so
possible.
okay.
made from the same type of glass. Up ahead, I see another.
So I did more digging into the Hunter legendaries. And so for Beast Mastery, they basically buffed an ability that in the last dungeon we did was 5% of my total
They can be
damage.
used to repair nearly any broken mirror. You cannot always be certain where the
super
mirror
strong.
will take you,
No,
but anywhere would be better.
not really.
That
They're
was sarcasm.
Over there.
yeah, it's fine, but probably not the right place to go with it. Marksmanship Hunter got a single target and AoE buff. So, like, I'm probably going to really need to learn how to play Marksmanship, because it's probably going to be by far and away the best spec next next patch. And Survival Hunter is going to be the king of AoE, probably even more so than Windwalker, based off of what we know now.
Yeah, because like wildfire
Always a
bombs
pleasure.
are going to be
Be
hitting
seeing
for
you
like
then.
40k or some shit like that, right?
Probably more than that.
Who would do this?
Finally made Year of the Spear happen.
Your
At least for Mythic
pathetic
Plus.
master, Lawrence.
Yeah.
He did this.
Well, I mean, Windwalker's still going to be stupid, so you're just going to run like
I
Windwalker
would wager you are hiding many dark secrets.
Survival
Fancy a
and
chin
then
wag?
like
Off you go.
Frost Mage.
Probably not, because Rogue Utility is still very busted.
Oh yeah, and I guess you would swap the Mage for the Hunter.
If you wanted to go,
Get the hero from the Hunter.
yeah, you could. If you wanted to go full physical, then you replace Mage with Hunter, and you do a Resto Shaman, and you could run.
Yeah, Resto's looking pretty good, but I'm hearing that the Paladin stuff is ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane, dude. Here, we give you cooldown on Holy Shock. You have a talent that makes wings last longer, and now here's a bonus that guarantees you, potential, like, much higher uptime on wings. So now you're just gonna do all the damage in the world. You get Ashen up every, instead of waiting every 4 minutes, you could have it up every 2.5 to 3. And, like, it's just insane, man. Meanwhile, shamans are getting something that they literally never use.
Yeah, the Shaman one is useless. That's gonna get changed.
The monk ones are pretty. The monk 4-piece for Brewmaster is fucking garbage.
The Holy one is fine. It just like reinforces the one that what you're doing now. There's like a pretty solid divide on the priest Discord of people that are like flash concentration, like me, and the people that absolutely fucking hate it. So the people that hate it are super excited that they might be able to use a different legendary. But then the other people were like, but that legendary is so boring. Like, it doesn't do anything. Like, it's a passive. It doesn't change anything about how you play.
Yeah.
So there's some conversations going on there. They're like, it would be better if it also buffed this, because then I can feel like I'm doing damage or whatever.
Yeah, the early math on the Brewmaster 4-piece bonus is that you'll get 1 extra Celestial Brew. Depending on who you talk to, the math has been varying, but like now did it off the top of its head and was like, I think that's like 1 extra brew like every 6 minutes. And then one of the theory crafters for Brewmaster actually came out and said, no, it's actually 1 brew every 12 minutes. You get 1 extra Celestial Brew every 12 minutes with that.
Welcome.
Oh, that doesn't sound super great.
No.
I mean, it's two extra ones a run, but
Be seeing
It
you then.
makes no difference.
Until
yeah,
next
the
time.
Shadow Priest one,
Darkest greetings.
it's gonna lead to some degenerate gameplay. Right now, the speculation is you would never hard cast Mind Blast. You would just spam Mind Play to get the instant Mind Blast procs. And some people are trying to make a couple of our other talents work, and everybody's like, this doesn't change talents at all. The talents that are good now
Yeah.
are just going to be better.
Exactly.
Legendaries that are good now are just going to be better. The only thing that's changing is our rotation just got much simpler, but not in a good way.
Yeah, not in a fun way.
And people are trying to figure out how Mind Seer affects it, because you can get the Dark Thoughts proc off of Mind Seer, but it's less. So the current line of thinking is you just need 3 dots on somebody to almost guarantee a Mind Seer Dark Thoughts proc. So they're like, if you're pulling 10, you're basically gonna be just spamming instant Mind Blast while channeling Mind Seer. So like our already kind of clunky AoE is just gonna get more.
My house will
Now we have to weave in Dark Thoughts in between Searing Nightmare and keeping up Mind Flay and moving out of shit and yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a nightmare.
It's not gonna be a nightmare, it's definitely gonna make a divide even larger between good Shadow Priests and bad Shadow Priests. Because there's already one now, which I just learned, because I'm like, yeah, the AoE rotation's clunky, but it's not difficult. Like, I'm pulling decent numbers, and I feel like I should be doing better. But there were other people that were like, yeah, when I'm not playing my Shadow Priest, I, like, 100% don't invite Shadow Priest to keys. Because the chances of them being bad are really high.
As we've discovered.
Yeah, the last couple Shadow Priests that we've had were not great. I don't think either of them were in their AoE specs though, which is weird. Like, why would you not do AoE spec in Mythic Plus?
I don't know.
I mean, it's really just like changing 2 talents. And if the legendary stays as it is, you're changing 1 talent. I'm curious to hear about the Ellie one, because I heard that they like mixed a couple.
This cannot be.
The effect is basically like guaranteed crit plus the Night Fae legendary into the 4-piece bonus or something. I forget exactly what they said, but I'd like to hear Pat's thoughts on how that shit's actually gonna
Yeah, I'd be curious to know. Like, we already know the Resto Shaman one, but
yeah, that one's trash.
yeah,
That one is 100% gonna get changed. Because you were like, oh, it'll be a raid thing. And I was like, dude, I don't think you cast that in raid. And so I looked it up and I was like, yeah, on a 12-minute fight, the top parsing Resto Shaman cast it 8 times. I was like, that's less than 1 a minute. That's 100% not worth it.
We control these
And
lands.
those times he cast it were probably accidents.
yeah, I saw maybe from Limit was like raging at the difference between Shaman and Paladin sets.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the people designing classes don't necessarily main those classes when they play. Outside of like, I feel like the Paladin class designers do main Paladin, the Mage designers do main Mage, and maybe Warlock.
Warlock, yeah.
But outside of that, like the Shadow Priest one, I feel like maybe they do, but they're not good. I think it also helps that Shadow Priest community as a whole tends to be super theory crafty and relatively united on like, okay, here's what's wrong with the spec right now. Here's our ideas to fix it.
Yeah, the Hunter.
Whereas some of the other aren't
Oh,
necessarily
like Monk
that.
is not theory crafting at all. there's like one person that theory crafts Windwalker, and even then he's like, I don't even know how to theory craft this because I have to account for the bugs.
Off you go.
Yeah, there's so many monk bugs. I feel like that people just are like, it's too much
Always
work to
a
theory
coming.
craft because
Yeah.
of all this extra shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Moonkin community just complains all the time.
Your eyes will trample to
Although their set bonus looked pretty bad, so
Yeah. The fire one is weird. Here, let me push my big cooldown and just die while I'm doing it.
Fancy a
yeah,
chinwag?
their
Until
AoE
next
during
time.
that combustion is going to be fucking insane. So yeah, I do have to heal them a little bit more, but goddamn, that combustion window is just, it's ridiculous. We might be seeing fire mages in Mythic Plus again.
I mean, that's fine.
I was kind of liking the Frost Mage because it just automatically had all the slows.
The Arcane Mage ones look really interesting to me.
I don't remember what Touch of the Magi does, so I don't
The pieces are falling into
have
place.
That'll also be a fires
Basic
thing when he gets on.
like my mage is 36 and most of that leveling happens in Cataclysm. I love it to play Rogue Mage with Skip. But my stupid ass water Ellie kept breaking my polymorphs. And nobody could figure out why. They're like, there's no reason. You've got a macro on your Frostbolt. Like, it's
The
casting
mirror is complete.
on your main target. You're using a focus macro to sheep, and it's just breaking
If
sheep.
you still have business to attend to, I understand. But until we meet again, my friend.
So we lost several games because, like, I just couldn't CC anything as a mage because of stupid Frost Ellie.
Ah, the old days of pet AI. And those old days continue to today.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shadow is about to become a pet class. It already is, but it's about to be more of a pet class.
Return the neglected souls
Because
to
our
my
little
collector.
Shadow helper, like our Peter Pan Shadow, is going to be 100% uptime. So I'll have Mindbender for 15 seconds, Kevin for 30, Mage for 20, 100% Peter Pan. I'm just gonna be out here looking like a demo lock.
When you say Peter Pan, what do you mean?
So the 4-piece bonus is whenever you use your Dark Thoughts proc, you summon a shadow copy of yourself that does damage. Let me read the actual wording of it. Alright, so Dark Thoughts is basically Mind Flay and Mind Seer have a % chance to cause a instant cast Mind Blast that can be used while you're channeling. And that percentage goes up based on how many dots you have on the target. So normally it's 9% with the 3 dots. Based on how that 2-piece bonus is set, it's an additional 15% chance to trigger for each dot on the target.
Your eyes will trample to dust.
So at minimum, it's 54% chance to trigger that per tick. So you're almost guaranteed to have one per Mind Flay. So then when you consume the Dark Thought, consuming a Dark Thought causes your shadow to animate for 8 seconds. Your shadow follows you, dealing 138% of spell power, shadow damage to your target over the duration. That's going to be 100% uptime as it stands right now. So,
Your eyes will crumble to dust.
yeah, that's my Peter Pan shadow.
Ah. Evening Fires.
Well done.
Hello.
These souls will be absolved in due time.
So we were wondering, obviously, if you need to read it, then you know, take a few moments to do so. But we were curious on your thoughts on the elemental set bonuses.
They are very single target and raid oriented. That's it. There won't really be any benefit in Mythic Plus, not that I saw initially.
And the enhancement ones.
Also very like a pure single target because it just gives a wolf,
I was built to defend this realm from all who would do it hard.
which the wolf only attacks one thing. And then your 4-piece is what? Enhancing Storm Strike some more? Yeah, that maybe has some effect in Mythic Plus because of Crash Lightning, whatever, but it's based off of the single target ability of the wolf.
Okay, so while your storm or fire elemental is active, your lava burst deals 20% additional damage, and you gain lava surge every 8 seconds. So that could.
Hearing that again and thinking more on it, that would work out pretty well with Necrolord because of the multiple flame shocks going, and then you throw Primordial Wave, and then your next lava burst in like the next 15 seconds throws out a lava burst to everything that has flame shock on it.
Yeah, I mean it's
That would
very
work out
bursty,
very
but
well.
It's bursty, but it's based off of your Primordial Wave cooldown. Right.
Yeah, which is on its own 45 seconds if it doesn't reset itself. But considering you can only get that benefit once every 30 seconds?
Well, it just happens whenever your elemental is out. So I guess how many times do you get Primordial Wave while your elemental is out is the big question.
The elemental's out for a minute plus 29%, so almost a minute.
Like a minute 15.
Yeah, like a minute 15 or 16, something like that.
So you might be able to.
Not quite enough for 2. Not quite enough for 2 primordial
I'm trying to
waves.
think if you can game it. Can you Primordial Wave, then hit your Fire Ellie, then use the thing, and then get another Primordial Wave Lava Burst?
That you could
right
do,
towards
yes.
The end?
I am not overly fond of zones.
You could do it that way, yes.
You continue to
You hit your
principles
thing, and then 45 seconds
despite
into your minute
so many
15, you'd be able to hit
failures.
another one.
So that might be the play. You'd have to set up your Fire Ellie a little bit rather than just hitting it on full, but I don't see that as being a huge deal.
Let me check something here.
Devotion to the jailer and the maw.
Maybe that could also be partnered with Skybreakers. So flame shock damage over time. Crit strikes reduce the cooldown of fire elemental by 1 second. So it's not necessarily extending the duration, but it is lowering the wait in between.
You extend the duration and lower your cooldown, and all of a sudden you can have much higher uptime.
I think with Skybreakers and that, between the Skybreakers, the Conduit, which makes it last longer, which
Don't trust them things. None of them got sent here
Hold on.
by accident.
right now. So my Conduit is 226 in power, so it's 44% longer, so it's actually almost lasting for close to a minute and a half. Or approaching a minute and a half. So it's up for about half. So that would put it to close to half its cooldown, just based on what I have. Mythic Raiders are probably going to have a higher eye level on that Call of Flame than I will.
Yeah, there's only one other level after 226, and that's 252, so...
Yeah, I don't know what the 252 part of it does, but yeah, 44% longer elemental is putting it close to a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So then you extend that out and you put it over a minute and a half. Then during the course of the fire elemental, you could do primordial wave if you hit it primordial wave immediately. And then 45 seconds in, you'll get a second primordial wave, and then during its cooldown, it would end. But primordial wave does have a chance to reset itself. So potentially, if it does not reset itself with where I'm at, potentially 2 with that, with the 4-piece. But if it resets itself, then that's potential for more, because that's more lava burst going out. I don't know if it's just the lava burst cast that does it, or if it's how many lava bursts go out. It says casting lava burst extends the duration, so I don't think the primordial wave extra lava burst would do it.
Many within the chalice
Yeah, the enhancement ones. With the 2 set, 3% chance per stack, it's always going to be at 5 stacks, so you get a 15% chance to summon a wolf for 9 seconds. Who, for that 9 seconds, then has a 20% chance to trigger Stormbringer, which you will not fucking notice because Stormbringer just triggers randomly on its own. Yeah. As far as the enhancement stuff goes, it's just why that? Like, it doesn't do anything meaningful. Let's see here. Looking at the warrior ones now. 75 rage consumed, increase the effectiveness of your next class to smash a warbreaker by 2% up to 10%. I mean, you'll potentially spend that pretty quick. And a 75 rage, that's technically 2.5 casts of Mortal Strike. I think that needs to be bumped down. I think that's too high to really be worthwhile.
Do you think that legendary is too strong?
No, I think the arms 2-piece is the every 75 rage consumed. I think that part needs to drop a little bit, because it's the 75 rage is 2.5 casts of is the cost of 2.5 mortal strikes. It's 2.5 whirlwinds. It's 1 and some odd amount of a full stack of execute. Basically 2 executes. I know that class of smash has kind of a longer cooldown. I think it's like a minute and a half. That might be a little too long. Might be 45 seconds. Somewhere around a minute, I believe. But trying to...
I think it's 45 because it lines up with like every other blade storm.
Yeah, so 45. So it's 45 seconds. What, 2.5 casts, 2.5 cost Mortal Strike. Gives you 2%, so you got to do that 5 times. It's like 12, 13 casts, 14 casts Mortal Strike. Yeah, it's like 12 casts Mortal Strike. Potentially, you could do that during that 45 seconds, considering it's on that 1.5 second cooldown. So take that into consideration that every 1.5 seconds you have to hit a Mortal Strike to get the 10%. I don't know. I just think it's I just don't. I think that cost is too high. The every 75 rage part is too high.
Let us begin.
The 4-piece is good though.
What does it do?
Increase the duration and cost of Smash and Warbreaker by 3 seconds. So
Yeah.
it's
Always good.
that's enough time for 2 more hits of something. Wow, the Fury 2-piece is really just trying to go in on the filler ability.
I saw a couple of people saying that like Raging Blow has been like the most boring button ever, and yet they still keep trying to make it really important for reasons unknown.
Yep, it's like they just went in on that filler button. That's all they did. It's just like, oh, I can't Bloodthirst or I can't Enrage, then just hit Raging Blow. But Bloodthirst's cooldown is so quick that you just hit that instead. Bloodthirst has like a 2-second cooldown. So you just get a little bit more haste and you can put it on the global. And yeah, I like the prot ones because it just seems really good. And with Avatar, then that encourages getting into anger management because anger management allows Avatar to cool down faster. So just having like, hey, Avatar is already this pretty decent offensive cooldown, so now we're going to make it a better offensive cooldown. And now then it's also giving you this. Now it's also immediately giving you the ability of the 2-piece. So it's pretty good. I'm with Newall. The 4-piece Fire Mage is going to suck as a healer.
What about the arcane one? It sounds interesting to me, but
Touch of the Magi is a cooldown that Arcane would use pretty consistently. Because it also just, when you cast it, it also just immediately gives, I think that's the one that also just immediately gives 4 arcane charges. So yeah, you would hit it pretty consistently. And having it do more damage is never a bad thing. It's single target on its own, but you can talent into making it a bit of an AoE. I don't know how that AoE pulse is affected by that 2-piece if you talent into that.
Just need to work on the duration a bit more.
But after consuming 8 clear castings, your next Touch of the Magi is instant, incurs no cooldown, and lasts for 6 seconds. That's pretty solid, actually, because you could proc the 4-piece set, cast Touch of the Magi, and have the 4 things. Throw all your damage into it, let it explode, throw an Arcane Burst, immediately Touch of the Magi a second time. So that 4-piece for Arcane is solid pick.
Darkest greetings, Morwalker. We face the unending, undefeatable.
I'm interested in the Frostmage one too. While Icy Veins is active, your spells have a 25% chance to call down a Comet Storm on your target enemy. The effect cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds. That's the one I was thinking of earlier. I knew something I had looked at was like, it has a cooldown. But Icy Veins lasts for like 35 fucking seconds. It's a ridiculously long It's a ridiculously long offensive power. So if it procs right at this, if like you pop it and your first spell procs that, then you have a chance to proc it a second time before Icy Veins ends.
Fancy a chinwag?
And then enemies hit by Comet Storm take 2%
Always a
increased
pleasure.
damage from your frost spells up to 10%. That's going to be super good in Mythic Plus. In Raid, that 4-piece is garbage. Because you're only getting 2% more damage. So it's garbage for Raid, but that could be good for Mythic Plus.
I have been watching you.
Which one was that one again?
The 4-piece Frost. Enemies hit by Comet Storm take 2% increased damage from your frost spells up to 10%. You need to hit 8 people with that Comet Storm, unless Comet Storm itself is dropping 5. But considering you get... So it's going to really depend on how many comets drop during the Comet Storm and whether or not that actually becomes useful. If you can get 5 Comet Storms during one drop, then you get the 10% increased damage. And great, hey, for 8 seconds you have 10% more increased damage, potentially while Icy Veins is going on, potentially while Frost Orb is out, potentially while you're getting procs of Fingers to Frost to throw those hard-hitting Ice Lances. So the 4-piece set has potential to be absolute garbage or potential to actually do what it's supposed to, which is the 10% damage.
So what it sounds like, based on everything that you're saying, is that
Can be redeemed.
you're going to switch to warrior to tank because that's got the best tier set bonuses.
I've not seen what the other tank stuff does. I'm only talking about the warrior one. My
I know.
warrior's already brought. But yeah, I would try to get the 2 and 4 piece set on the warrior for prot because it's really good. The 2 to 4 piece on shaman as elemental. Maybe it's going to be one of those things where you'd have to kind of see how that works on whether it's just the casting of the lava burst or whether it's how many lava bursts go out, because if it's affected by how many can go out, then prime being Necrolord elemental becomes better with that. Oh, so what are we doing tonight?
I am down for whatever.
We're gonna do a couple torghast runs to get people some things.
Yeah, I can, I don't mind dragging you through. I literally need like 70 ash or cinders to make the legendary that I'm trying to.
Okay, give me a hot second. I'm RP walking with Uther across Elysian Hold.
Yeah. Yeah, as Holy Paladin, casting Word of Glory causes your next light at dawn to heal for 50% more and cast twice. I'd actually have to use Word of Glory then. But it's one of those things where it's like Word of Glory is the single target Holy Power spender for Holy. So use a single target ability, build back up to 3 stacks so that you can cast Light of Dawn.
Voice actor for Mechanicos sounds like he was in, like, the Rescue Rangers or something. or just any of those like Disney cartoons.
It makes sense, yeah.
Okay, I will swap over to my druid in just a sec. And then I will heal or tank or whatever. Wait, what do I have to empower now? Jesus Christ, guys. Okay, I think I just finished the Kyrian campaign.
Do you have all of the armor pieces?
I believe so. I just picked up Mechanicos as the Soulbind. That was like
Yes.
kind
And
of
you're
the
done.
big thing. And then they made
You
the
should also
bang
have
in
all the
middle
armor.
glow.
Yeah, you're done.
Well, I gotta turn this shit in.
But yes, you're basically done.
Alright.
I just did some single target with like no cooldown usage on both specs, marksman and BM, and I'm doing one like almost 1.3k higher as BM than I am with MM.
So marksman comes in better when you actually use your cooldowns, probably.
It's marksman is better when I understand the rotation better. Like I'm
Okay.
still trying to figure out the focus management side of it.
Steady shot builds focus. And so does rapid fire.
Alright, swapping over to the druid.
I'm flying to Oribos and dropping down to the mall after that.
Alright, do you want to run through like a 9 or 10? Or do
What
you
are
want
we-
to try a 12? I don't need that much, so doing like a 9 would give me enough.
I'm up for whatever, don't really care. I'll be on the druid so I can heal or tank or whatever we think we need. Do we have any alts that have not yet done keys?
I got all mine covered.
Mine says that I haven't done one on my DK and Druid, but I remember tanking on both of those characters, so
You did tank on your DK.
I tanked
I
on
don't
my
think
Druid
you ran
too.
on your... Did you?
Pretty confident I did.
I don't think you did. I'm not even 100% sure you tanked on your DK. I feel like you did.
Yeah, I always tank on that character.
What is your,
I did we 3-keyed a Necrotic Wake yesterday on this.
Are you on your DK right now?
No, I'm on my Druid.
Okay. Are you running on your hunter?
Yes, getting Soul Ash for rank 6s.
Are you going for the year of the spear?
I don't know yet. I want to see how they all play. But I mean, I have the legendary that's the best for all 3 specs as Venthyr, so
Is it the Venthyr Lego?
yes.
Okay, so with the dual Legos, you're using the Covenant one. What would be the other one you would use?
So for Beast Mastery, it's Rylock Stalker's Piercing Fangs, which I would need to. I had to I'm gonna have to recraft somewhere. And then for Marksmanship, it's for AoE purposes, it's Surging Shots. And then for Survival, it's Wildfire Cluster.
Alright, I'm gonna start off as healer.
And we 3-keyed a Plague Fall that I did. Okay.
I don't really care which one we do.
We'll do this one because it's closer.
Soul Fortress.
Kind of want to be Marksman just to continue to try and mess with it, though. Thinking about it.
Alright, we'll do a 10. I think we can handle that.
Yeah.
I considered doing a 12, but I was like, dude, last time we tried it with some of our lesser geared characters, we just got pooped on.
Oh, cool. I'll try that one. See how that works out.
Alright, you guys good to go? Oh shit, uncapped swipe on Druid?
Yeah.
Kitty Weaving is back, baby. I'm kind of glad I really didn't care for the owl weaving. That just felt too clunky.
Might have disengaged too far.
I noticed. Okay, do we do the Lord of Torment or the Forge Keeper first?
Let's do the Torment. give you 50% more damage while misdirect is active.
Probably should have waited until we had empowered to do that. Do we care about like getting super high ratings, or are we just gonna go
No, I'm good to just go.
straight to the end? Did you just DoorDash right into that?
Yep.
Chest is open.
Mobs are dead.
Need to remember to keep misdirecting you because you're gonna get like shitloads of damage when I do. Oh, that was a 24,000 aim shot crit. That was a series of unfortunate events.
Alright, there, Lemony Snicket.
Hey, good reference.
I got that joke.
I hope so. Zafazul again.
I don't know, so far he seems to be kind of the easiest one of the bunch.
Not sure what the hell hit me, but I am armor. Hit and power on this too.
Sure.
Can't believe we're just like missing phylacteries suddenly. Whatever.
Oh,
Nice.
got him.
For you, I offer only the finest. You struck a hard
I
bargain.
didn't get any cells.
I've got one.
I got one. I have the ravenous one. Oh man, another 45% health boost? Sure, I'll get up to over 100k. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have a power picker one, right?
We can
You just have the...
kill the broker.
That's what I was asking, like ready as in like, are you ready to kill him?
Get our 200 anima. What? Damage and healing are increased by 50%, but every time you deal damage or healing, your movement speed is reduced 1%. That sounds terrible.
No, I'd say that
Yeah.
doesn't sound useful.
Not as a hot class that does. I'd basically just be rendered immobile in like 10 seconds.
Bound in torment. Free them, lest they be consumed by darkness.
Nice. So, you know, just move faster. Alright, I'm not sure what power did it, but at some point I picked up a power that means I can't backstep. And I'm a bad WoW player and I like to backstep.
And strafing, that's the way to go. This 80% movement speed.
Dope ass power.
I like it. I think this is a dead end.
Right, but, you know, more things to kill. Also, there's a power back here. Alright, I mean, we also have a full empower, so...
And we're pretty big.
And I have an Earth Elemental.
Fuck it, pull all four. Oh, I think we managed to kill all 4 before time ran out.
I also grabbed some of the phylacteries that were just chilling on the side too, so. Okay, well, Earth Elemental's not permanent, so. I mean, I'll have to recast him like every minute or so, but yeah, he's basically permanent.
Okay. My Convoke is on a 1-minute cooldown.
Nice.
And Roots does like a fuck ton of damage whenever it explodes, so...
I have aim shot doing like 150.
Oh, have you seen the Venthyr Marksman bug?
The Venthyr Marksman?
May I tempt you with
Yeah,
my
there's a
wares?
Venthyr Marksman bug that basically... I'm probably going to explain it poorly because I don't play Hunter. But the gist of it is double tap, I believe. Doesn't that normally affect like 1 of 2 spells or something like that?
Yes. It basically doubles up rapid fire and aim shot hits twice.
Yeah, it's doing both of those.
Ow.
I don't know. It is doing like both of those, so you're getting like 2 rapid fires and 2 aim shots or something like that.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Oh, no big deal, just a casual 41k DPS.
Yeah.
Alright, did you get what you need?
Yeah, I got what I needed. I'll just have to go craft it, but I can do that later.
I mean, if you have all the stuff, go ahead and do it now.
Not on me. Not unless we want to like hop outside and then get a long boy.
That sounds reasonable.
I think it goes on the back. Let me double check. Yeah, Doom one's on the back.
if we hang out for another like 10 minutes or so here, the Tormentors event will happen.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Whichever character you want to do that on. I gotta get some souls, so I'm gonna hang out here in the mall, so I'll probably do it.
I have the quest to do the souls. I don't.
It's easier now if you want it.
I don't care that much. I mean, just by doing like the mythics that we have been, like I went from like 61 to 73.
I need more to do my upgraded transport networks, so.
Okay. I cannot remember if Inari believes in mailboxes or not.
No.
Oh, of course.
No, you could fly to Korthia.
Oh, Korthia believes in a mailbox?
Yeah.
Yeah. Korthia is where I just leave my DK because it's super convenient. Because, like, 4 steps away from the mailbox is a vendor that sells just about everything that I need to make anything. On my DK, who's a potion maker, it's super convenient because he doesn't need like boreal shards or whatever the fuck they're called. He basically just needs glass jars. Alright, I'm gonna be AFK for a couple minutes to the little boy's room.
Oh, yeah. Armaments, Corinthian armaments have not been added as like individual pieces that you can try to get.
Yes.
That's nice. So you can spend 750 for a random piece, or if you need a weapon, you can spend 1,500.
That's, did you?
Yeah. I got that Korthia believes in mailboxes, but I cannot remember where it's at. Found it.
So you can always right-click the minimap and track mailboxes.
Let's go. Put Doomans on this back piece.
Serious? Dude, teenagers. Swear to God.
I am back.
I can tell.
Alright, let's see what the 10-day forecast for Disney is.
Good call.
So, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the parks, or is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So, 80 degrees on Friday, 76 on Saturday. Icon didn't load for Sunday. But it's looking like 75, 76. So I'll be wearing long sleeves.
The last 2 days having
Okay. Time to play around as enhance for a bit.
Yeah.
My stats
Nice.
as enhance are actually not nearly as fucked as they are with amazingly, they're not nearly as fucked as they are with elemental. I got 22 crit, 24 haste, 36 mastery, 12 verse. I think that's actually more versatility than what I run as elemental right now.
Is it because of the weapons?
I think so. Because they're both haste verse weapons. Whereas as Ellie, I have a crit verse shield and a crit mastery weapon. I don't have a haste verse weapon. I need that stitch flesh dagger or whatever. Where's the torment at? Okay, never mind.
Up in Zaval's cauldron area.
Yeah, I see it.
You've got like 4 minutes before it spawns, so you'll be hype. Plenty of time to get here. Wait, do you already have the mount from Drippy?
No.
What mount is that one from? Was that just a renowned mount?
Yeah, it's the renowned flying mount.
Yeah. Venthyr mount's pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't hate the corpse fly mount though.
Oh, I love that one. Do you need souls pads? Is that what you're...
I got my last one. Yeah, running through torghast got me most of them. I just had like 3 more to pick up, so I was like, cool, I can pick up 3 on my way over here.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 when I left.
So I was not rereading, but looking through the thing, the Covenant Lego that like transforms between whichever Covenant you are doesn't have to be on the belt slot. It looks like you can put it on any other armor. I think the default is the belt, but you can put it on other slots if you want.
Bracers it is.
Gloves. No, not gloves. Gloves are where my fucking elemental ones go. Probably bracers then, yeah.
Does for your Ellie Shaman, does the Covenant Lego plus another change which Covenant is best for you? Like, would that make Kyrian more relevant because of the extra pulses from the totem?
Not as enhanced, I don't think.
Potentially as Ellie.
I don't know. I tend to
Or is
get
it-
more. I do actually find that I get a lot more out of the healing pulses as enhanced than I do as Ellie, just because I am in there and being like, oh, I can just insta cast a heal and get a pulse. Like, I often have empty cooldowns that are going on in enhanced because of the RNG nature of it. So the Kyrian one, possibly, I would probably get some good value out of.
What about as Ellie?
As Ellie, probably not as much.
What's the Necro Lord Lego?
I can.
If he's looking for something universal, he's probably best off with Night Fae.
So the.
Well, it costs nothing to switch now, so
Yeah.
there's no reason to look for something universal. Just
So the Necrolord power, each additional lightning bolt, lava burst if you're elemental, and I don't remember what it is. For resto, healing tide, not healing tide, tidal wave, whatever you're in, Riptide. That's the one. So each additional blank ability that Primordial Wave generates increases your haste by 8% for 10 seconds. It's not huge by any means.
do you think the Night Fae one would be better?
Each pulse of Fey Transfusion's damage effect reduces the cooldown of Feral Spirit by 9 seconds, increases your crit strike chance by 4%. As enhance, it's alright. I gotta go check and remember what this does to his elemental. Fuck. I actually have to switch to fucking elemental because the fucking elemental guide writer for Wowhead doesn't know how to put that shit in here.
Search the Icy Veins one.
Hold on. I'll just go to the actual fucking... No, because fucking Wowhead wants to use the goddamn enhance one for that.
Why don't you just pull up your powers in game?
I'd have to switch because even right now it's saying Feral Spirits because I'm in enhanced specs, so I just have to switch specs.
Wouldn't it be Fire Elemental?
I believe it'd be Fire Elemental. Let me switch and find out. Fire Elemental, yeah. So each pulse of Fate Transfusion's effect reduces the cooldown of Fire Elemental by 6 seconds, increases your crit strike chance by 4%. So Night Fae, with the 2 and 4 piece set, with Skybreakers and the Night Fae Legendary, yeah, that would probably be really good just to have as maximum amount of time on fire / storm elemental as possible. But if you're doing that, then you're putting all your eggs into having that elemental up.
I mean, you kind of do that anyway.
Kind of, but
I mean, that's how the game wants you to do it anyways.
yeah. if you are elemental, the game wants you to just put all your eggs in one ability, no matter what spec you are. If you're enhanced, everything goes into Storm Strike. If you're elemental, everything goes into your elemental. Because fuck having variants.
Well, I mean, I've seen Loki. I know how the variance thing ends. Don't forget to move and jump and shit. Dude, I actually had to heal a lot there.
Oh fuck, man! Should have just waited and done that. I would have gotten the 100 soul cinders that I needed.
Well, now you've got extra.
Yeah, I'm up to 300 already. I get it, minimap add-on. You don't like whatever's going on. Part of me has been thinking of like finishing the renown grind to 80 for Maldraxxi and then switching over to like renown 80 to Night Fae and try out Fae Transfusion, just to see if that does anything for
You cannot evade your past, only
like
confront
healing.
it.
So it'll be a big burst of healing basically every time, as well as some damage.
I mean, you've got plenty of time to like max out all the covenants at 80 before 92 hits, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. And having all of them maxed out at 80 would at least be nice.
And legitimately, it took me 2 weeks to cap on the Necrolords, and that was basically just do the storyline, make sure you hit your callings, and then a couple mythics. That was it. I didn't have to do anything degenerate.
Alright, what now?
Open to whatever.
My master did say to serve everyone.
You want to just go run some fuck around mythics?
Yeah, we can. What characters do you want to run with? Are there alts that you guys wanted to get runs in on that you haven't already?
I've got all 4 of my characters, so I'll fill whatever role we need, whether it's TPS healer.
This guy hasn't completed a key. So I'll roll on the druid. I can tank or heal. I feel like I'd rather heal at this point, but
Okay.
Okay,
can
I'll
do
DPS on the mage.
I'll tank on the druid.
okay. So then I guess the question is,
Wrong one. Fucking exit a game instead of log out.
hey, we've all done that at least once.
Have we?
Yeah, I do it all the time. It's usually where I'm like, alright, fuck it, I won't do any auction house stuff, I'll just go to bed.
Yeah, but we were still trying to do stuff, so.
Yeah. So double druid mage is what we're gonna be rolling with.
Hello there.
I mean, if that's
Off you go.
what works, is gonna tank on.
I mean, I can do the DK if that's your preference.
Oh, I don't care, man. Play what you want.
I'm gonna check real quick to see if this girl's not in Worgen form, and then I'll jump on the DK.
Ah, shit. Yeah, let me do that real quick.
I mean, you can play your druid. Like, I don't care if we tank. In fact, I could swap my...
My druid's at 60.
I could swap my...
Worgen.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. And
Yeah, if you want to do the druid, I can swap my loot spec, or keep it at guardian, and then just funnel you gear. You know, Pads, if you swapped over to your warrior and played arms, we'd be in our BFA OGs.
I mean, could do that. Are you gonna? You're still chicken weaving, right? Not. Also, someone kicked the Death Knight.
Thank you for reminding me. No, I'm not gonna chicken weave anymore.
So are you gonna be kitty weaving?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Chicken weaving still gives me Typhoon. Fuck, I'll probably still... We probably still need it for... Spiteful. Okay, so, let's see, we've got a 7 Halls, 5 Sanguine, 5 Sanguine. So either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and fly to Revendreth. What are you feeling, Halls or
I am quite busy,
Sanguine?
you know.
I'm okay with either. I don't have a prep. Actually, scratch that. My bear gear list.
Yeah, I was about to say which one gives you better.
Depths.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, works for me.
So I will be out there in like 5 seconds.
Foes of the forest.
Yeah, I'm picking up Collins because I know that's.
It's Ardenweald and Bastion right now.
So
I thought there was
useless.
one for Revendreth.
It's World Quests.
Yeah, good call.
Because I just did it all on my hunter. Need to buy... Try to see what money I have to be able to buy
What is your quarry?
another leg piece for this character, because I need it for Ursoc's Fury.
Watch the shadows.
Oh, yeah, I guess you do put it on legs.
Yeah, I need 235. I mean, I'm so gold poor. debated getting a WoW token and selling it just to give me some influx, but
What are your professions?
this character is a Skinner and herber, but my hunter is a leatherworker.
Probably not going to make much on leather if you're not already invested in the legendaries.
I am not.
You've got an inscriptionist, right?
Yeah.
You might be able to make some gold off of the new druid shapes.
Yeah, I only have 2. They're the easy ones to get.
Well, I mean, it might still be worth pursuing.
Yeah, I'll
I
need
was
to.
able to get one of the Revendreth ones on my rogue, but he's not high enough to be able to make it. So
Did you get the one where you have to farm stuff in Dominance Keep?
no, there's one down in the south area where the black market auction house is. You talk to that guy, and what you have to trade for it changes every day, but I had to trade like 20 Death Blossom for it.
I had 10, I think, that I had to do for mine.
Yeah, it was something super cheap. So that's the one that I have.
Okay, yeah, I have that one. There's one that you have to farm that backs up in Dominance Keep to get, and that one's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I've heard the drop rate is pretty fucking terrible.
It's like
Okay.
0.1% or something, it feels like.
I'm here at depths.
Oh, I guess I should start the invite.
Yeah.
I'm about to fly through the portal.
What level is it?
Should be a 5, I believe.
It's your key.
Could be mine.
Wait, depths? Yeah. It's Newall's key. Never mind.
Well, Morix has a 5 depths, I have a 5 depths.
Yeah, but
So-
his 5 depths is on his DK.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
So it's
Right.
Newall's.
So it's my key, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he swapped. For some reason, I thought that your mage had the 7 halls, not the 4 plague fall.
No, he's got the 4 plague fall. I don't do big keys on him. Are you kidding me?
You probably could.
Probably could.
Oh, okay, you're gonna like this monk name.
Heel hook.
Nice.
With a luchador setup?
Does he have a luchador setup?
I don't know.
Can't inspect him, he's too far away. Dude, what the fuck? It's gonna be 60 degrees on Monday and Tuesday.
Here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll dress warm to work on Monday.
I love it.
I hate it so much.
Oh god, that Night Fae one. The Night Fae legendary power for mage. Shifting power can be channeled while moving. Each enemy hit by shifting power grants 1% crit and haste up to 10% for 15 seconds. So you can just run in the middle of everything and just be channeling shit.
That sounds like Kyrian Mage, Arcane Mage for me.
That's the Night Fae ability.
Or yeah, that sounds like Night Fade Arcane Mage.
Yeah, the Kyrian one is damage dealt to enemies affected by Radiant Spark's vulnerability echo to 4 enemies. Hold on, that's worded fuckeredly. Damage dealt to enemies affected by Radiant Spark's vulnerability echo to 4 nearby enemies for 30% of the damage dealt. Okay. My brain had to grok that for a second.
You see my raven?
Yeah, I was wondering if that was you, like, dropping frames or shit, but just weird movement was all.
Yeah, it was just me being weird. Just the usual. Oh, sweet. Thanks, bud.
Hey, you're welcome. Look, I'm a mage that knows how to help his healer by giving him mage food. It's about the only thing you can do.
5, 4.
I don't know if you get a free incarn if you incarn before the pull.
I don't.
Are you tanking?
Yeah.
In human form?
Give me a second.
Do we not have a vent here?
It's me.
Well, go ahead and click the thing, dude.
I'm not used to being vent there. There, you got it. And look, I was trying to time it so that we got more efficient use out of it. Oh, so you can kill the shades and those and get more.
Pulling them back.
Yep.
Poor guy just got fucking nuked by shade. We have the same idea. That is unfortunate. You got super low there, bud.
Yeah, it's this character's versatility. It's not built up yet because I've been doing everything as feral. So I've been getting like a lot of crit and mastery, which mastery's fine for this spec, but crit not so much.
I think my bear's mastery is at like 18% or something. We gonna hit hero on this boss or not?
Just threw a nice blizzard on the roof.
realistically, as a mage, you could probably run that off to the side and block it.
Let none stand in your way.
And then I wouldn't have to heal it.
This is true. You know what? I think I'm gonna try a different talent on the mage too.
Just run through.
About turn for the torment. Oh fuck, I gotta go.
Did I pull these other guys? Too late doing it.
Yep. Oh, I accidentally cut off my own fucking...
Pads, can you block that or... I'm
Hi.
silenced. I'm silenced.
What?
Can you block? I'm silenced.
I got silenced, so it's gonna heal up in my
Silenced again. I may be dead. Can we pull these guys back to the...
we just missed it.
Yeah, that pull got scuffed real quick. It's probably on me.
oh fuck me.
Gotta do
Got
one too
greedy.
many.
E-resing it.
I got greedy.
Saving Incarn for the next pull.
I'm silenced.
I got you.
I almost pulled these guys around the corner.
I'll use my my vortex first once they start running. Alright, my vortex is down. I'm gonna say you can use yours next, but they did. Oh, I was about to say, did somebody touch a death, or did I soothe him to death?
Prisoner is down below. Zeralin, one of the Naru who invaded the Emberworld. The others.
That would be a
recently
dope
slain.
mechanic. Teach people how to use the
Draining
fucking
its
suit,
light to
but-
wield against his foes. We will wield it against
Sorry about
him
knocking him.
instead.
I'm just trying to stop that cast. Oh shit, I'm rooted. Forgot that druids are never rooted.
You literally do not give a fuck about about any of that.
Yeah.
Your kind are so
Alright, opening it.
fascinating, with so many secrets to uncover.
The light will prevail.
What's up? What do you mean?
That's like
What the fuck?
That's like the 5th time.
Probably need to unplug that damn thing. Oh, it's not just randomly turning on in the middle of the night.
Well, that's.
I really must thank you, Zoralia. You make for an excellent specimen.
Yeah.
You know not what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. We should probably just unplug it for the evening and then... Or flip the switch and turn it off for the night.
We have
Yeah.
35 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead and pull.
Let us begin. You will confess one way or another.
Yeah.
I go to move to the outside. Move to the inside.
You will confess one way or another.
Alright, outside.
You will confess.
Sorry, did I call that too early? Or...
No, I
Hey, you're
moved too
good.
early.
Also, if you figure out what you're supposed to do as a bear for her like big hit, let me know because I haven't figured that shit out.
Bear and Iron Fur.
Well, you always keep Iron Fur rolling, but
Bear and Savage Regen and Silence.
No, you're not.
I mean, I was.
How dare you interrupt my research? My patience is wearing thin.
I think only 2.
Even here.
I was out of that.
Alright, I'll be Reggie.
What now?
Shenanigans, I say.
We'll probably
Keep
just
in
do a
mind,
good
whenever you
reset.
get hit, it puts a dot on you.
I'll do a reset on them tomorrow,
So you may
tonight.
have died to the dot.
I don't think I got hit. I was out of all of it.
I
was
will-
pretty sure.
No, you definitely took that first one. Like,
Oh.
I saw that shit. Like,
I was pretty sure I was out of all of them.
you were like all up in its grill. I'd say for you, it's probably safe just to go ahead and defensively, like aggressively block.
I'll give me just a second after this is on a timer. I'll take care of it.
None have ever escaped the sanguine depths, and neither will you.
I mean,
I was about to ask if we were good on our thing, and then I realized I had an add-on to tell me.
yeah. Yeah, no. No, you're correct in that it wouldn't randomly do it, but I mean, yeah,
Gods, slay them all.
yeah, I think that's, yeah. Weird. Like, I don't know what would be causing it, other than, like, it's like, it's not like this is, like, a random thing. This has been happening the first time that it's happened like this. So the only explanations are it's finally dying on the bulbs or something like that, which is
Yes, you want to get the thing?
Yeah.
Bloods too.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I could think of is that she's doing something with it. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. The thing is, we don't necessarily have to hear her, because she can whisper to it.
These halls will be your tomb!
So... Oh, as in we're almost done with it.
Stubborn rebels! You will meet your end!
Like maybe 3 or 4 more minutes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Paying attention, just again got greedy.
Paying attention, just bad.
Yeah.
Are we fighting out here or in the room?
Yeah.
Surrender the prisoner! Bleed for your crimes! Bleed for your crimes! Depths will take you all! Bleed for your crimes! You lack the strength of stone! Depths will take you all! Bleed for your crimes! Enough! Your suffering will be a testament to the Master's wrath.
Despite all the pads' deaths, we still managed to.
To 3-key that, yeah. Basically, despite me fucking around.
I will hold her off.
I have these braces at higher eye level if you need them, Newell.
Do you need a 220 trinket?
What's the
On
trinket?
use, a Blade Dancer's armor kit.
No, that thing is trash.
On use, supply armor for 2 minutes, increasing your armor by 251, and attackers suffer 134 physical damage.
Yeah, that thing's garbage.
Maybe if it did like 1,340 damage.
It'd still be garbage.
Like 250 armor is basically nothing.
Yeah, like that thing would have to do something like 6k DPS for it to be worth it.
I don't know about that. If it did 6k DPS, then like everybody would be using it.
I'm gonna step away real quick because we got weird things going on with our lights here.
That's alright, that's probably my last one for the night. hearth and do a quick auction check. And then, go to bed.
Yeah.
Last day before like a 10-day vacation or something weird. Like, pretty
Yeah, I
excited
have
about
like 3 more days. I have tomorrow, I have Saturday, and then Monday.
Wait, what?
I work on Monday.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I have 3 work days. Because I gotta go in tomorrow on Friday.
Okay.
So I still have to work Saturday.
You said Saturday, and I was like, wait, you can't work Saturday. We're gonna be building lightsabers.
Yeah, next Saturday.
I didn't realize you meant like 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Because my brain doesn't work. I kind of wish I could turn off the speech for my auctioneer on the Brutosaur. He's only got like 2 lines that he says ever.
Over and over.
Yeah. Okay, I want to see how stupid this looks. Okay. It doesn't look as bad as I was expecting. So I grabbed the like Serpent Shrine Cavern armor, which has the wings on the shoulders,
Yeah.
and then tried to mix it with the Carrion wings.
How'd it turn out?
Not great, but not. I was expecting it to be an absolute shit show, but it actually. There we go. Post and chat. It's not a complete nightmare. Like, it doesn't look good. But it does match kind of the rest of the thing. So if I could find some shoulders that are same color scheme but a little more simple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Actually, if you swap them for swap the shoulders there for those, it actually works pretty well.
Ooh, yeah, that does work a lot better.
Let's see if there's something else that's a little more plain. Why does that work as good as it does?
Go ahead and link it.
Give me a second. I'm gonna
Are you gonna make a note of what they are?
I need to put on the rest of the stuff and see how it works. Alright, just to, I don't know if the weapon comes across. I'm not doing anything with the weapon, but we'll go with the super low poly Blackwing Lair Priest outfit, which I would 100% love a high-res version of this. Like, that with the wings actually is fine. The gold matches. The texture quality 100% does not. Okay, but now that I am done putzing around, I think I am going to call it a night.
Same.
Okay.
Alright, so if I don't talk to you before Wednesday, see you soon. Chat. Love you, mean it.